So, did you know that Wonder Woman was almost not in the Justice League animated series? And the reason for this is because Marston was still alive during this time, and there were restrictions on what DC could do with Wonder Woman and her characters. This is also why Donna Troy has been shafted so many times, because she could appear in the comics but not in the anime. For example, basically the rule that was settled was that Wonder Woman has to be a main character in any story that she's in. So she cannot cameo, she cannot be a side character, she has to be the main person, like a main character involved. This also is represented in the most of the DC animated episodes, because if you notice, most of the time when Wonder Woman is featured in the episode, she does have a significant role. For example, in Once and Future Past, she goes with them into the past to, following Kronos, and even though she, forgets at the end of the day, she does end up joining them. Think about every episode that Wonder Woman is in, she plays a significant role because she has to. She cannot just cameo. And this is also true because originally they were going to go with Big Barda, but they were like, we need to get Wonder Woman in the show. We need to get Wonder Woman. She's like the big core three of the DC universe, the Trinity, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman. Those are the three main big guys. So we need to get Wonder Woman. And they're like, okay, they find a way to convince Marston to allow them to use Wonder Woman in the show, but there's a caveat that she has to be the main character in every episode that she's in. So there's random instances where Wonder Woman is like AFK, she's just not a main character in that episode. And this is also kind of affects how Donna Troy was treated, because she's also owned by Marston. So what they did is that Donna Troy basically couldn't be featured because they didn't like the idea of a team up show or movie or something like that. So pretty much Donna has evaded the spotlight because of this rights situation. So she was actually going to be added to Young Justice, but it was when they got the rights to use Donna Troy, it was way too late to add her. They were already adding a bunch of other characters that were already solidified, and DC already owned the full rights to. So once they got the rights to Donna Troy, it was too late to add her to the team. So they ended up making her the ambassador for Themyscira instead. And don't ask me what happened with the DC animated movies. I don't know why we never got a true Donna Troy impression, because we ended up on the cliffhanger at the very end. There goes Donna Troy flying on the screen in the next freaking project. She gets shafted. She gets insta-killed. She gets immediately destroyed, which I'm still mad about. But now that those rights have settled, now we can use Donna Troy. Now there is no excuse to not include Donna Troy in the party anymore, because DC owns the full rights to Wonder Woman and her characters, including Donna freaking Troy. So there's no excuse anymore. There's no rights excuse. So I need Donna Troy to be given justice, and Wonder Woman too, but mainly Donna Troy, because she's been shafted so many times, it's unbelievable.